Alright, we back with some Tekken 7. Sorry if you hear that noise, it should stop in a second. If you don't hear it, then don't worry about it. But, yeah. Played some Tekken 7 2 days after the Game Awards. You know, yeah, Game Awards were good, but, it kind of sucks because, we see how stacked next year is. Next year is absolutely stacked. But almost none of these games have release dates, at least the ones that I care about. So yeah, still just chilling. Anyways, we played some casual match. I never ever play casual match, as you can see. I barely have any wins. But, play some casual match, mainly because, number one, you don't have to worry about your rank. And number two, I'm rusty. Number three, when you play casual match, you're almost guaranteed to fight someone that's a higher rank than you and that's just better than you. Like this guy. This guy's played thousands of matches with this character, and that's just in casual match. So, yeah, I just prefer to fight better people usually. So yeah. Especially this character. This is a tricky character. This guy's tricky. But yeah, Tekken 8. Tekken 8's a thing now. And, you know, maybe it's because I don't play Tekken like that. Like, I just learned Tekken for the first time, like, 3 months ago, right? Like, you could see those videos on my channel. But, I mean, I've been playing Tekken for, like, 5 years, though. I just didn't learn it until, like, 3 months ago. I just don't understand why it's getting so much hate. Like, it's getting an extreme amount of hate. And I know why. It's there are some concerning things in the trailer, but if there's one thing that I know about the Tekken community, and I know this for a fact, it is easily the most volatile community, right? One thing goes wrong, and they will complain about the game for the next 26 years, right? And I'm sorry if you're a Tekken player, but it's true. Out of any gaming community, at least fighting games, I've never seen people complain more than Tekken players. But something goes wrong, they will let you know about it. And you know, that's not saying that they're not right? Because yeah, a Geese and a Kuma were a problem in this game, right? You have a right to complain about that because yes, they were a problem. Leroy was a problem, right? It's not like they're just complaining for no reason. It's just that they complain the loudest out of any community that I've seen. Maybe because it's probably the biggest fighting game community right now. But one thing that I just don't understand is why the hate for Tekken 8 bars. So yeah, there is a mechanic that looks a little suspicious, right? But I mean, if it adds more to the game, why would you like, I don't know. I feel like if it adds more chaos to the game, that should be a good thing. I don't know. I've been hurt with fighting games, right? I really enjoy Guilty Gear Strive, but it is a lot simpler than, by the way, I did not know that move was a low. It's over right there. But like, Guilty Gear Strive is a lot simpler than the last game. Mortal Kombat 11 hurt me the most out of any game I've ever played, because Mortal Kombat X is one of the best fighting games ever made, and then Mortal Kombat 11 comes by and it just takes everything that MKX did and got rid of it, and made it extremely boring. But like, yeah, it was a disaster, right? And I see this Tekken stuff, and it makes it look like they're adding stuff that just you get hit, right? You just go in on it, right? More offensive mechanics aren't bad, because I just have an experience where the games that I like added less offensive mechanics, right? So maybe more offensive mechanics are bad, right? But it's just that in my experience, they don't normally turn out to be bad. They just make the game more fun. Maybe more unbalanced, yes, but usually more fun. But I will say the new mechanic reminds me of... So there's a fighting game named Soul Calibur 6, right? And there's a mechanic in that game and I'm not sure, but I think Soul Calibur 6 may be the only fighting game where I don't play it because of a certain mechanic, and that is Reversal Edge. I hate Reversal Edge, and apparently from what I hear, it's actually not a mechanic that people use at high level. People only really use it at low level. So, you know, if I ever did get good at the game, it wouldn't be a problem, but I hate Reversal Edge. If you don't know, you press a button and you automatically parry whatever gets thrown at you, and then you counterattack, and then after you counterattack, it puts you in a cutscene, right? Where pretty much the other guy, the guy you're fighting and the guy you're playing, right? Like you and the other guy, you have to press a button and guess what's going to happen next. So yes, literal rock, paper, scissors. And a main mechanic. And I can't lie, this heat mechanic in Tekken 8, while I don't think I'm as worried as other people are, I am worried that they're taking the Soul Calibur route and they're going to make it a rock, paper, scissors. Like, oh, even if you block this attack, you're put into a situation where you have to guess what I'm going to do next, right? And I hate forced rock, paper, scissors. I hate it. That's why I don't play Soul Calibur 6. Even though apparently that mechanic's not that bad once you get better, but it's just such a, like, it literally puts you into a cutscene and you just press a button, right? That's so lame. And I can't lie, this heat mechanic is giving me those vibes, right? Because if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the trailer, it looks like every character has access to this heat mechanic, right? And pretty much what it is you activate the heat mechanic, right? And it stuns the other person, right? And it seems to stun them even if they block it, right? It seems to be unblockable completely. So the other person gets stunned, right? And then your character runs at them, automatically sprints at them, and you can do whatever you want after it, right? And the opponent has to guess if it's going to be a high. If it's a high, they duck it or block it. And if it's a low, assumingly they parry it or block low, right? So literally, it looks like Reversal Edge from Soul Calibur, and that's why I'm a little worried. So like, even though Reversal Edge and Soul Calibur puts both players at the same position, and this seems to put both players in this seems to put the attacker in a favored position. We do see in the trailer, Jin does a new move, and it is ducked, and he gets punished for it. And I guess I could see where people would be concerned about this, because it's like, now Tekken 8 is going to be a guessing game. Oh, you guessed wrong, you die. I guessed wrong, you die. There's no movement at all, and there's no footsies. Right? And I guess that's where all the fun of Tekken is taken out. There's just no movement. You took movement out of Tekken. What's that about? Especially if the move is unblockable. But, the one thing that a lot of people are crying about, because there's been 2 Tekken 8 trailers, and in both trailers, not a single person sidestepped. I don't know what you have to be on to genuinely think that sidestep was taken out of Tekken, but there are, if you don't know, there are people who will genuinely think that they took sidestepping out of Tekken. If they took sidestepping out of Tekken, I will do 7 backflips out of my window. Okay? Do you understand the bold move you'd have to make to take sidestepping out of Tekken? You have to be genuinely on something to think that they just did that. Even if they did just take out footsies, technically, if you really think they took sidestepping out of Tekken, that's probably one of the ways you beat this new mechanic. You probably sidestep it. So I don't know what you have to be on to think that they would have taken sidestepping out of the game, but it must be that good. Or, like I said, Tekken players just love to complain. So, yeah. And there's a lot of people saying the game looks just like Tekken 7 graphically. What are you on? Again, it might just be Tekken players doing their complaining, but what are you talking about? It looks like Tekken 7. Did you see the same game, right? In my opinion, I think the game has already completely outclassed Street Fighter 6 and just graphics, right? And yes, it is a PS5 exclusive game, but still, right? And yes, some of the character designs are goofy, I can't lie. Anyways, you know, bit of a weird video. Just wanted to talk about some of the concerns people have and, you know, how I feel about them. So yeah, you know, like and subscribe if you want. I'm going to be playing more Tekken and a lot of Street Fighter 6 when this beta goes up this week. So yeah, peace.
Hey, dare I do this? Never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improved. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. I done aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in. My pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts. I'm past that, yeah. I'm trying to get ahead, get out the way. Now move forward, stand back, now break away. I'm